What's good, everybody? Flatman here, making another video. Um, Appreciate the new subscribers. Went from like nobody to 37. I'm happy. I mean, at least some people are paying attention and checking out my playlists and watching my videos. Um, I would hope you all would definitely check out my Donald Duck video. It exposes family gaming team TV, which actually he has over 1 million subscribers. It's supposedly a kid family friendly show where they play games, internet games and stuff like that, and he describes what's going on and he uses kids, but it's like outrageous and demonic and everything else. And actually, it's crazy because it talks about Donald Dump, and if you research and look at some of the other videos, there's a lot of stuff. I'm gonna make another one about it. Another one I saw the other day. It's crazy. It actually has Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton in the same video, and this is for kids, but it's like exposing them to the emails, scandal, and everything else. So, why would you be promoting this in a kid's video and stuff like that with all your subscribers? But I digress, as Richie from Boston says, and I'm going to go into a whole video about him, but that's a whole nother thing too. So anyways, this is I want to give a quick shout out to Sven Svensson. Check him out on the Astronaut channel, Astronaut, N-O-T. He makes some of the best flat earth videos out there. And everything else. And he just made a tribute video to me because of all my bans and blocks on Facebook. Check it out at his channel. I'm going to try and upload it here. But thanks, Sven. God bless you, my brother. You are amazing and one of the best truthers out there. I appreciate you more than you know. And also, just letting everybody know, I'm going to be making going on Facebook Live here shortly. I will be getting out of my ban, my 30-day ban on Facebook. So I miss you all, and stay tuned for that. Everybody check out all my videos, like I said, and check out my playlist. I have a whole lot of stuff on there, and lots of truth and everything else about anything and everything you need to research and know about. Okay, this is about Roseanne Barr. I haven't seen anybody else do any videos about this, which is crazy because of what's going on. If you aren't aware, her television show is being brought back to primetime TV, whole new episodes and everything else. I find it kind of funny because she pretty much dropped out of the mainstream. She had her TV show where she was a peanut farmer or nut farmer there in Hawaii. Did some stuff there. Also did a bunch of interviews about MK Ultra, about Hollywood, about other things, exposing them and stuff like that. But yet I find it funny that now here she is back in Hollywood and back in the club. I don't know. It's be interesting to watch some of the new episodes and see what kind of predicted programming or the topics they talk about and this and that. I don't know. But here, I'm gonna show some stuff and we're gonna start the proper video. So okay. And before I start all the links and video I'm going to share, I'm going to claim the Fair Use Act as far as what I use. I don't want any copyright strikes. I'll get banned enough and censored enough on Facebook. So here we go. But a lot of people that, if you didn't watch the Roseanne show, this is one of the things that like first made a lot of people aware of who she was. And all right.
Roseanne Barr's performance of the national anthem, and maybe the worst ever. The comedian set the bar at a new low when she performed the Star-Spangled Banner in 1990 before a Reds-Padres game at San Diego's then Jack Murphy Stadium. Take us out to the ball game and take out your earplugs for this musical moment.
Okay, I hope your ears aren't bleeding, but a lot of you remember that. And she grabbed her crotch and spit on the ground after singing the national anthem. And so, that goes down in history as probably the worst national anthem ever sang. But, anyways, so we're going to transition into interview she gave in 2013, I believe. Um, and right off the bat, it talks about the rape culture, according to her, in Hollywood, which is like supposedly being exposed right now, with Harvey Weinstein and all these other dirtbags. This Me Too movement, which is a bunch of crap. If you research that, there's always an impetus for the things that Hollywood does and what they perpetuate and push on people. So don't believe the hype. Uh, but here we go. And this first part here briefly mentions what I was talking about as far as like the Me Too movement and stuff.
Is the media and entertainment responsible for perpetuating a rape culture?
Yeah, I think the media is responsible for perpetuating a rape culture. And, I mean, it's profitable for the people at the top who run the rape culture, who run it, and, they profit from it. And to say otherwise would be a big fat lie. But, they don't want any kind of power shifted away from the way they have it set up. They're in a very hierarchical manner with women's free labor at the bottom, largely slave labor, at the bottom of that big pyramid.
Okay, and so Roseanne is going right back into the club, into Hollywood that promotes all this stuff. Let's hear one last thing about that, and then we'll go on to the MK Ultra mind control stuff and a couple other things.
And Hollywood
All right.
And Hollywood is the one that keeps all this power structure and all this culture of racism and sexism and classism and genderism and all of it in place. They continually feed it, and they make a lot of money doing it. And they do it at the behest of their masters who run everything. So, they're not going to get brave enough to do that. I mean, I think that there aren't many of us who are brave enough.
All right. Now she talks about, and like I said, she's had supposedly been out of the mainstream media and everything after her TV show, and she resulted to doing interviews like this, going on behalf of Kathy O'Brien, an actual real MK Ultra victim survivor, and everything else. But I want to remind you, at the time she was doing a bunch of these videos, she was actually running for president. So, ulterior motive right there. But here we go. Let's get to the gist of it.
I go to Hollywood parties, or occasionally I go to Oscar parties and things like that. And big stars, people will grab me by the arm and take me aside and say, "I just want to thank you." Things you say. And it blows my mind, but that's the culture. It's a culture of fear for sure. And it's a big culture of mind control too. MK Ultra mind control rules in Hollywood.
So she's talking about how MK Ultra mind control rules in Hollywood, but here she is. Is it 4 years later? 5 years later, sorry, going right back into it.
If you don't know, Google that and look into it.
Well, we've talked about Operation Mockingbird, MK Ultra mind control stuff from. I mean, this goes back.
That's funny. That reporter there is all glitching. She's probably under the MK Ultra stuff herself. Research that. But that's a whole other video.
Decades and decades. But Roseanne, I mean, do you know people have been blacklisted? I mean, is it just kind of a self-censorship in Hollywood, or do people actually get edged out if they are too much against the grain?
Yeah, it's self-censorship after a while, but it's not just a crazy self-censorship.
So there she is, pretty much putting it out there. Research Operation Mockingbird, Project Montauk. There's literally hundreds of projects and operations that the government did on civilians in many different ways. Uh, Actually, Netflix has a good TV show about that now, real life, uh, called Wormwood. Check it out. It was a real life story and documents and has the son of an actual MK Ultra person that died, as far as like being overdosed with LSD and stuff, which was another program that they were using and doing to people back in the day. So, like I said, I just find it crazy that Roseanne talks all this stuff, and I just want to do a quick reverse. She ran in 2012, Peace and Freedom Party for president, and that was, I think, part of her stuff to get her out there, what she was talking about. And it is all true, but at the same time, I mean, take it for what it's worth, whose mouth it's coming out of. She's basically a hypocrite and everything else, and I, have no desire, more or less, to see the show unless she's going to be truthful. She talks about how she was a truther and this or that, so this new Roseanne show, then let's see some truth. Do an episode on chemtrails, do an episode on the flat earth, do an episode on vaccines, do an episode about MK Ultra and mind control in Hollywood. Do episodes like that if you're going to be real and you're coming back to TV and this and that. I mean, if not, if you're going back to the same stuff before, then you're a part of the club. You're back in the club, Roseanne. So I don't know. It's just ridiculous, and I'm the first person that's made a video about this, about a return to TV and about exposing her for being a hypocrite and being in the club. George Carlin was in the club, a favorite comedian of mine, and he was in the club. He was a part of the club. Why do you think he's able to and knows and talks about what he talked about? Research that. Hunter S. Thompson, another person I thought was amazing. Research him. He took photographs and made snuff films at Bohemian Grove. Research it. It's out there. Another dirtbag. A lot of these people that I grew up respecting and idolizing, or when you actually end up researching things, you find out the truth. And, it's a deep rabbit hole, and it can piss you off, it can frighten you, it can make you sad, it can all the above, and sometimes all at the same time. But it's the choice we make to be a truther. Appreciate everybody, love everybody on Facebook, love all my new subscribers. Please like, share, again, check out all my playlist, a lot of good stuff in there. I'm gonna make some new videos soon. Apologize for what's going on now. My creator studio is not working for some reason, so I'm not able to splice these videos together correctly and add music and do all kinds of stuff, but I'm working on that, so bear with me. But here's the end of the video, and just one other thing. The person she shows up with, and this is just crazy fact for you guys to know, but any John Goodman fans or whatever, but one of my ex-girlfriends when I lived in Jefferson City, Missouri, was a manager for Domino's, and I got to meet a bunch of the other Domino's managers. And Lake of the Ozarks is here in Missouri, and John Goodman has a house at the Lake of the Ozarks and spends a lot of his off time for movies there. But he is well known for not tipping. His house is way out on the lake, and it takes almost 20 minutes to get there from the Domino's store, and his fat ass would order many pizzas at a time would not tip at all. So that's John Goodman for you. But here's the ending. Appreciate, love y'all. God bless. Earth is flat. God is real. And here we go.
Here's Roseanne Barr and John Goodman.
We're presenting Best TV Series Drama.
I'm kind of known for creating some great drama.
Yeah, not the kind you get awards for.
Ah! And here are the nominees.
Sorry for the little glitch there at the end, but I think you get the gist of it. So again, thank you everybody. Please like, give me a comment, share on Facebook, everywhere else, and check out Spence Vincent's channel, Astronaut, please, and thank you. Love y'all. God bless.